Hey, I'm Christina, and this is metaCOLLECTIVE. We are having weekly series of us exploring best projects on Solana ecosystem, and today we are with PocketPay. Have you ever thought about contactless payment in crypto for e-commerce online and offline merchants? Well, stay with us to deep into that. Hello, everyone. This is Meta Collective. As you might know, this is our weekly series of us having chat and exploring nice projects on Solana ecosystem. And today we are super happy to have PocketPay. Thanks for being our guest today.
Hi, thanks for having me here. I'm glad to be in this community.
We can't help but mention your numerous votes and how you've been rocking on Riptide Hackathon. Did you start to build PocketPay with just the hackathon in mind, or is it an idea that came up way earlier?
Yeah, actually, hackathon starts on I think 22nd Feb. Our product already started develop. We already started developing our product in the quarter 1 2021. So we were already rolling in the market before the hackathon.
Yeah, so people are really loving the product. So huge congrats on that.
Thank you so much. It's like the community support and the Solana
Yeah.
support as well.
Great. Well, my question is for people who are new discovering Pocket Pay. Can you tell us what is Pocket Pay and what exactly do you offer to the market?
Yeah, if you see Pocket Pay on the current situation, it will look like a wallet, like unlike the other wallet available in the market on the Solana ecosystem. So it's a wallet as of now, but it support the Solana Pay, and it have NFT collectibles, NFT marketplace, dApp section, and we are also going to empower user with the with the ramp system, so that the user can directly buy Sol or SPL based tokens directly from the wallet. We are also working on the SNS services, Solana name services, with the bond so we can, like, if you want to send some crypto like the Sol or SPL tokens to someone else in your contact, you just have to type the SNS service. Like, you do not need to type a whole bunch of public key. I mean the Solana address. Instead of that, like, I'm Yogesh, so I'll just create a SNS with Yogesh.sol. So you can, in the receiving address, you will just need to write the Yogesh.sol, and it will come, and the assets will directly come to my account. So this is another part we are working on. Our devnet is already released on the 16th of Feb, and yeah, this is related to the wallet. Apart from that, we are, if you know, that Solana recently launched the Solana Pay in Fab itself. Uh, it's a protocol. So if we want merchants to utilize this payment gateway, we need to build some infrastructure for that. So this is what we are working on. We are building infrastructure for the merchants who want, where we can onboard merchants into our wallet itself, so that they can create account and generate the I mean the cards and put it on their stores and start accepting the payment in Solana. This is the first segment. The another segment, we are also working on the payment gateway that is related to the online stores. It's going to empower Web2 merchants so they can utilize Solana Pay directly integrating via our payment gateway, where we are going to build API system for them, and those API will directly connect Solana Pay and the Solana blockchain via our payment gateway solution. So with that, the online merchant doesn't have to worry about integrating whole bunch of Solana Pay code into their checkout system. You know that checkout system of any of the e-commerce website is like very secure, and if we are going to make any changes, huge changes in that part, that's going to create security vulnerabilities in the future. So this is where we are working on. It's like we have a slogan over here: "Let's go Web3 for the Web2 merchant." So this is the second segment we are working on. The third segment is like the startup launch program. If you see that on the daily basis, like a lot of individuals and startups coming up with the new products. New product in the sense like the product that is physical and can be shipped via logistics department. So I mean they do, but they don't have any platform to launch their product. They don't have any community outreach or any marketing sales or any ready to go marketing strategy. So we'll empower those type of startups with the screening process online and offline. If they pass the screening process, we'll launch them into our platform. So this is the third segment I have talked about. The last segment is like, as I mentioned, that we want to empower each and every user with uh, the minimum use of the third party DFs, so they do not need to go back and forth from wallet to web to wallet and other DFs. So what we are doing is whatever is possible, we'll integrate all the those DFs into our wallet that is related to the Solana ecosystem. So the user can directly access all the possible DFs from the wallet itself. So these are the four segments we are working at the moment.
By the way, love the slogan of second segment.
Yeah, let's go Web3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally so comfortable to have everything in one app, in one wallet. It's not like you have to have different applications for different functions, but you can have like Pocket Pay, and which will contain all of that.
Yes.
What demand did you see in adoption of mobile contactless payments, which led you of creation of Pocket Pay?
Yeah, I mean, we all know that COVID pandemic was a huge hit in the market. That was disaster to market. But the one thing happened very good over years, like the increase of the contactless payment. You know, like if I can give you some snapshot about here, like the 44.5 trillions e-commerce transaction made in the 2020. I mean, that's a huge thing. And if we see the gap between 2019 and 2021, China and India both are the countries who have picked up in the contactless payment system. Almost 57% of the transaction on the purchase of daily life goods or the e-commerce purchase done via the wallet payment. So the contactless payment has huge growth in that area. Uh, and this is where we are jumping in. I mean, we just want to convert some of this percentage to the decentralized world so that our product will be on top notch.
Yeah, as you mentioned, statistics speaks itself.
Yes.
Especially in these last 2 years, people are really into it. Like DeFi products are in huge demand.
Yes, exactly.
What problems have you analyzed while making the Pocket Pay, and what are the solutions for them?
Actually, we are in this blockchain space in 2017 when the first Bitcoin picked up
Mm-hmm.
its race. And by background, we are a software development agency. So we have enough of capacity of the blockchain, SaaS-based development, and the e-commerce stocks. Uh, with that, like, I mean, we saw that there is no, I mean, no particular DApp or something like that that is providing some kind of solution in one app or any decentralized payment system in one app or any decentralized payment that is very much scalable on the transaction basis. So, and if I give you an example, like if you are a shopper and going on any of the e-commerce website, and if that has a decentralized payment integrated with it, apart from the other Solana chain, and if you need to wait for 1 or 2 minutes or 5 minutes to get transaction done and notify you, it is going to create so much hindrances for you, correct? I mean, you don't want to wait for the transaction to complete and it takes 4 to 5 minutes. So that is where we thought like Solana Pay is very new and Solana blockchain is very much scalable over here. So we should create something that is that it will make user happier, and the transaction should be done in the microseconds.
Pocket Pay is like definitely something new and needed in the market.
Yes.
And about Solana Pay, I know it's very new. Did you encounter like any difficulties in building on top of it?
I don't see any difficulties apart from the awareness. Like it's very new, that's
Mm-hmm.
very true. But I mean, I don't see any difficulties in building any kind of DF using Solana Pay, because the clear instruction already given by the Solana developers and the devlogs are also available. The only problem we are seeing is that it's new, so we need to spread word about it and make an awareness program on that part. And that is why the Solana, if you know that there is a event going on in the Miami about the Solana and Solana Pay awareness, and
Yeah,
there are upcoming events as well. On the 14th of April, there's an event in San Francisco as well about the launch program about the Solana Pay. So, I mean, the awareness programs are very much important for any of the product. So that is
sure.
what happening at the moment.
My next question is for people who wants to understand like what differs Pocket Pay from other digital wallets. So like what competitive advantages does Pocket Pay have, like per se Phantom doesn't?
I mean, that's a very good question, I believe. But here, I mean, the working area we have is same. Like Phantom doing the same thing. Phantom is in on the advanced level because they are pretty older and have some specific guidelines on that part. And we are on that part only. As you asked, like, what are the competitive advantages you have? So, I would just say over here, like, we are in the Solana, I mean, we are in touch with the Solana labs and Solana engineers, and Phantom, Slope, Exodus, Math Wallet, and the other wallets on the Solana ecosystem with the Pocket Pay. We have already joined the Solana wallet ecosystem, and we have meetings with Solana Labs twice in a month. So we are working together over here to give some great advantages to the Solana ecosystem, whatever the DApps project coming in the market, or whatever the DApps project available in the market. So it's like we are working together, and as far as the competitive advantage concerns, I believe that our segment of working is totally different from the Phantom working. Phantom is totally going in the way of the wallet ecosystem, and our wallet is particularly built for the segments I have mentioned over here. So these are the difference between the Pocket Pay and the other available wallets in the market.
Sounds like very unique. It's very revolutionary approach in the decentralized payment industry.
Yes.
I know that you're also building blockchain infrastructure solutions for off-chain and Web2 merchants. We already like talked a bit about it, but can you like cover more what infrastructure it offers?
Yeah, I mean, if you know that the Web2 merchants in the sense of online stores, any of the online store you visit, if they want some kind of interface where they can use decentralized payment, but they don't have any in the particular situation specifically for the Solana Pay. Okay, so what we are doing here is we are building an infrastructure in form of payment gateway, where our gateway will be directly connected with the Solana and Solana blockchain. And what we'll do is we'll just supply the APIs to the online stores, so they can easily connect with the payment gateway we are developing, and with the help of that, they can easily accept the payment via decentralized Solana Pay system. Apart from this, if you heard about that, most of the e-commerce website, the online stores are built on using the open sources platform or the third-party platform, likely to be Magento, Shopify, if you've heard about WooCommerce and BigCommerce. These are the four mainly used platform in the available market that are used to create e-commerce stores. So what we are going to do is we are going to provide them a ready-made plugin so they can directly connect with our gateway. So they do not have to do anything create any code or develop any customization on the checkout system. So it's going to be a ready-made solution for them, and those plugin will be available for them free to utilize. So this is what we are developing for the e-commerce uh, startups, and I mean the e-commerce payment gateway. And as far as the startups concerned, as I mentioned, the the startups or individuals who have product and they don't have any ready to go marketing strategy, so we will be building an totally new infrastructure in the sense of B2C marketplace
Mm-hmm.
where we'll launch them along with their product. Of course, there will be a screening process for them to analyze the product and usability in the market. Once they pass the online and offline screening process, we'll launch them in our marketplace and we'll help them sell their products. So these are the multiple segments over here on the e-commerce stuff.
Mm-hmm. So you give them like exposure, right?
Yes, exposure thing.
Also, you mentioned like QR codes, right? That means like you'll enable users to read QR codes on like physical stores to purchase something like using cryptocurrency, right?
Yes, I mean they
Yeah.
what merchant will do is merchant will just put the QR code and our application, like our application or any
Mm-hmm.
other application, any other wallet on the Solana ecosystem who has Solana Pay integrated, they can directly use that and pay using the cryptocurrency.
Mm-hmm. How do you plan to expand your user base? Like, are you targeting like any specific geographical market?
Yeah, of course. I mean, on the initial stage, we are targeting India. As I mentioned, that there are two screening process involved in that part, online and offline. And we have physical office in India, so the online and offline screening process would be easier for us. Once we get our hands in India, and we are sure that we already analyzed the market, and there are lots of possibilities that we can grab the startups on our platform. And why not? If you are a startup and somebody is helping you to sell your products, then you will never say no for it. So lots of possibilities of it. And once we grab our hands in India, we'll move to the APAC region.
Yeah, sounds good. What is like the scope for Pocket Pay in 2022? And like, let's talk about more on the roadmap. How is everything going so far?
Yeah, I mean, our product development
Mm-hmm.
will be end in the 2022 itself. We are launching our mainnet in the coming month, maybe this month itself, or by start of by begin of next month, along with the TGE and the DAX and the SAX listing, both together will be there. And we have like NFT marketplaces that is coming in the upcoming quarter as well, uh, and payment gateway as well in this quarter two. In quarter
Mm-hmm.
three, we'll be bringing the online payment gateway for the Web two merchants, and in quarter four, the startup launch program will be launched.
So we can expect downloading and using Pocket Pay by the end of this year.
You can start downloading and utilize the Pocket Pay wallet within by end of this month or by beginning of next month.
Oh, okay, great.
Yes, yes. Wallet is already developed. Everything related to wallet, NFT
Mm-hmm.
collectibles, dApp section, You can even buy crypto using the RAM platform. So there's all the parts like DevNet, mainnet, and testnet. Everything is available in that section. So we are just finalizing few steps and testing, and that will be available by next month. And if you want to download and play around it, you can go to our website pocketpay.finance, and it's available on the Android and iOS. You can download it and have a look on it as well.
Great. That's very cool that you'll have like on both Android and iOS systems.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We are close to the end. It's time for public questions now. Let's see if anyone has any. Guys, feel free to request access if you want to talk.
Hello, guys. Nice to meet you. Really impressed by the product that you have built. Like it's really nice, and it's gonna be like super useful, like for a lot of crypto users. I wanted to ask you, like for like for me, like also to learn as well. I've seen that you have been very successful, like in building the community, and you have like a huge traction, like on the hackathon. Which strategy do you suggest, for people that is launching like a project for community building?
You mean the hackathon?
Yes, like both for the hackathon, like how to get like the initial traction, or and also like like outside of the hackathon, how keep the engagement with the community.
I mean, the community engagement is only possible if you have some news and the product development in case. So, this all stops, I believe, is the simultaneous work. If you have product update, you just go in the market, do some buzz out work like some marketing work, that stuffs, and definitely the community will get attracted by it. The second part here is like the AMA. We have a series of AMA. I think this is, I think for Meta Collective, I think is the 11th series in the last 1 month. So I mean that's all depends on like how you strategize your updates with the community reach out. So that's the important part we are playing over here, and we I think we recently launched our work and the partnership and the approach what we did in the month of March. That's available in the tweets. You if you explore our Twitter account. So I mean you will get better idea on that part.
Thank you for your answer.
Welcome.
I guess if there is no questions anymore, this is it for today. I believe today Twitter Space was helpful for users, for our audience to understand what you guys are building, and we'll have this saved in our Twitter, and we'll post this on YouTube as well. Once again, we're very happy to be supporters of this project, and thank you very much for your answers. We appreciate your time and efforts for this Twitter Space.
Thank you so much for your time. I mean, I am feeling honored to be here, like exploring and representing the projects. So that's part of work, and I'm happy to do that all the time.
Goodbye then.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good day ahead.